Web 3.0 has the potential to be just as disruptive and to usher in a significant paradigm shift as Web 2.0 did. The fundamental ideas of decentralization, openness, and increased consumer usefulness form the foundation of Web 3.0. Web 3.0, often known as Web 3, is the next step in the development of the Internet. In today's video, we will be showing you what is Web 3.0 and will it change the world. Without further ado, let's begin. What was Web 1.0? Web 1.0 is the term used for the earliest version of the Internet. It describes the first iteration of what became a growing, evolving medium that eventually expanded into a platform with profound multifunctional uses. The early Internet was mostly composed of web pages joined by hyperlinks, without the additional visuals, controls and forms that we see when we log on today. Experts refer to it as the read-only web, a web that was not interactive in any significant sense. The web user was, for the most part, passive, and much of the user input took place offline. Generally, individual web pages were made of static pages that were hosted on web servers run by an internet service provider or on free web hosting services. What has Web 2.0 changed? Ask a dozen tech pundits to describe Web 2.0, and you're likely to get 24 explanations as to what it is. The precise definition remains open to debate, and in some ways, that's exactly the point. This much is clear. Web 2.0 represents an important shift in the way digital information is created, shared, stored, distributed, and manipulated. In the years ahead, it will have a significant impact in the way businesses use both the Internet and enterprise-level applications. As the name suggests, Web 2.0 describes a set of next-generation Internet technologies. What is Web 3.0? Web 3.0 represents the next iteration or phase of the evolution of the web or Internet, and potentially could be as disruptive and represent as big a paradigm shift as Web 2.0 did. Web 3.0 is built upon the core concepts of decentralization, openness, and greater user utility. Advantage of Web 3.0. As the world starts moving towards Web 3, the interest in top Web 3.0 advantages is increasing by huge margins. What is Web 3? How is it better than the previous versions of the Internet? Are we using any Web 3 applications or services now? You would obviously have many similar doubts while trying to figure out what Web 3 is all about. Blockchain. Most of the developments in Web 3 right now utilize blockchain technology for addressing many notable issues associated with Web 2.0. Blockchain plays a central role as the reason for top Web 3.0 advantages such as decentralization. Blockchain technology is vital in the world of Web 3 as it facilitates the development of an open and trustless ecosystem. In addition, the decentralized consensus mechanism with blockchain can help in enabling flexible interaction among users without the need for central authorities. Semantic web. The outline of notable advantages of Web 3 would also reflect on the feature of semantic web. As a matter of fact, the operational model of Web 3 must have the capability of processing a varying assortment of digital content. Web 3 can rely on semantic web for making use of information in digital content through development of complex associations and inferences regarding contextual data. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence or artificial intelligence software would also serve as one of the crucial highlights for key Web 3.0 advantages and for empowering the semantic web. Artificial intelligence technologies would contribute value benefits to the Web 3 landscape by differentiating fraudulent information from genuine content. Security and ubiquity. The most distinctive trait of Web 3 points to the creation of a new era of interconnected devices, along with multi-platform interoperability. The decentralized network infrastructure would enable users to have ownership of their data. In addition, Web 3 would help applications in becoming more independent from devices, with support for working on different hardware and software platforms. Immersive 3D experiences. The Web 3 ecosystem would also feature more 3D graphics, particularly with the use of advanced VR technologies. any discussion on what are the advantages of Web 3.0 application, which showcase how Web 3 can embrace immersive experiences for dissolving the barriers between physical and virtual worlds. The immersive technology components, such as VR, AR, or XR technologies, could help in introducing new approaches for interaction with products and services. What problems are still there in Web 3.0? Web 3 has evolved into a movement that envisions a radically new era of the Internet, with a focus on a more decentralized, or for that matter, a more democratized Internet. The overarching aim of Web 3 is to populate the Internet with user-owned economies powered by protocols that offer structured incentives for network nodes, participants, and developers alike. Having said that, Web 3, while being a bold approach, has run into a few problems. Let us observe what these challenges currently are. Centralization. In its entirety, the Web 3 narrative has been genuinely shaped by the blockchain and crypto phenomenon. Web 3 has come to espouse crypto assets, smart contracts, DeFi, NFTs, and metaverses. However, to make this new technology usable, Web 3 protocols have coalesced around centralized platforms to run their servers and iterate on any new functionality that emerges. Scalability. Scalability has proven to be a big issue for blockchains and a big impediment to Web 3 adoption. A long-term solution to the blockchain scalability trilemma has so far been elusive. The scalability trilemma states that out of security, decentralization, and scalability, only 2 out of 3 of these characteristics can be met by a public blockchain at once. As a consequence, many Web 3 protocols have compromised decentralization and security by prioritizing scalability. Poor UI or UX. UI or UX refers to user interface and user experience respectively, and this is currently lacking in large parts when it comes to Web 3 applications. One thing Web 2 platforms like Facebook and Google have excelled at is delivering convenient, user-friendly UI or UX for their users. Web 3 products, on the other hand, have not fared well in these aspects, mainly because there is usually a trade-off between security, decentralization, and convenience. Web 3.0, sometimes known as Web 3, is the concept of the next generation of the web, in which most users will be connected via a decentralized network and have access to their own data. Intelligent systems, semantic web, decentralization, metaverse, digital assets, and other emerging technologies will all be part of Web 3.0. Also, the demand for blockchain developers will increase. So guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. For more interesting content, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video.